students. In the previous class we were studying regarding the weighted aggregative method. So today we are continuing with the same type of problems. So it is 10 marks problem. I have written calculate Laspere, Pasch's, Marshall-Edwark, Dorbish-Bowley and Fisher's price index number. So again I am including all the 5 methods here. Items are given up to D, then base year, price, quantity is given, current year price and quantity is given. So what is base year price denoted by? It is P0. Then base year quantity is denoted by Q0. Current year price is denoted by P1 and current year quantity is denoted by Q1. Now we have to multiply the price and the quantities, all the combinations of price and the quantities. So first we are going to multiply P0 and Q0, that is the base year price and the base year quantity. So P0 Q0 is 4 into 15 will get 60, then 3 into 20 60, 6 into 10 60, 5 into 30 150. Then multiply the base year price and the current year quantity. So we'll get P0 Q1, 4 into 10 which is 40, 3 into 25 75, 6 into 20 120, 5 into 25 125. Then the base year price is completed, all the combination of base year price is done. Then we have to do with the current year price. So current year price and the base year quantity. So P1 Q0, 15 into 6 90, 20 into 4 80, 10 into 5 50, 30 into 5 150. Then multiply the current year price and the current year quantity. P1 Q1, 6 into 10 at a 60, 4 into 25 100, 5 into 20 100, 5 into 25 125. We need the total of all the 4, that is the P0 Q0, P0 Q1, P1 Q0 and P1 Q1. So what is the P0 Q0 values we have got? 60, 60, 63 times 60 and 150. So we'll get the total 330. Then add P0 Q1, 40, 75, 120 and 125. It is 360. Then P1 Q0, 90, 80, 50 and 150, 370. Then P1 Q1, 60, 100, 100, 125, it is 385. Then we have to use the formula and calculate the values. So first question is Laspere's. So what is the Laspere's price index number formula? It is sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. And what is the weight in this that is taken? It is the Q0. In the formula, the term which is common, that is called as the weight. So here Q0 is common. So Q0 is the weight of the Laspere's price index. So I have said first itself it will be asked in 1 mark, which is the weight used in the Laspere's price index number. So now substitute the value. P1 Q0 is 370 divided by P0 Q0 is 330. So 370 divided by 330 into 100. We'll get 112.12. Then the Pasch's price index number P01P. So P01P is sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1. So here the weight is the Q1 value into 100. Since we are representing in terms of percentages, so into 100 should be there. Then P1 Q1 value is 385 and P0 Q1 value is 360. 385 divided by 360 into 100, 106.94. So in the previous problem what we have done, that is in the previous session, the Laspere and Paget's value was 139. It was almost the same. So every time it need not be same like what we have done in the previous problem. Now we got the different answers for the Laspere and Paget's. Don't think it is wrong. It is correct what we have done it. Next we'll move on with the next one, that is the Marshall-Edworth. What is the formula of Marshall-Edworth? It is sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now substitute the values. That is the total of each one. So sigma P1 Q0 total is 370. Then we have got the symbol plus. Sigma P1 Q1 is 385. We'll get the total values from the table. Then sigma P0 Q0 is 330. Then plus symbol as it is. Then sigma P0 Q1. It is 360 into 100. So now add the numerator, add the denominator. So 370 plus 385, it is 755 divided by 330 plus 360, 690 into 100. So divide 755 and 690, then multiply with 100, we'll get 109.42. So this is regarding the Marshall-Edworth. Then we have two more methods, that is Dorbish-Bowley and Fisher's price index number. And since we have calculated the Laspere and Paget's, we'll be using the simple formula, that is P01dB equals P01L plus P01P divided by 2. If we have not calculated this Laspere and Paget's, we have to use the other method what is given in the formula. So now since we have calculated Laspere and Paget's, we are going to use this. What is Laspere's value? 112.12. So 112.12 plus the Paget's price index number value, which is 106.94. You have to add, then divide by 2. So when we add the numerator, that is 112.12 and 106.94, will get 219.06 divided by 2. We'll get 109.53. Then the Fisher's price index number, again Laspere and Paget's is calculated. So we'll be using the geometric mean of Laspere and Paget's. So formula is square root of P01L into P01P. So multiply it, the Laspere and Paget's value, that is square root of 112.12 into 106.94. When we multiply, we will get 11,990.1128. And it is compulsory after decimal you have to take 4 numbers since we have square root. Then take out the square root of that, we'll get 109.49. So if you check the Marshall-Edworth, Dorbish-Bowley and Fisher, we have got for everything 109. After point there is variation. If there is variation after point, no problem, but the beginning number, it should be same for the Marshall-Edworth, Dorbish-Bowley and Fisher. Laspere and Paget's, it keeps on changing, and sometimes it can be same also. So we are beginning with the next problem now. Calculate Laspere, Paget's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index number. So here only 3 methods are given. So usually like this question will be asked in the 10 marks, not all the 5 methods. The first 2 problems what we have done is the practice problem. You can practice it for all the 3 methods. That is all the 5 methods. Now this is the question which will be asked in the exam 10 marks question. So here calculate Laspere, Paget's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index number. items are given, then 2004 and 2008, which is the smaller year, 2004. So this will be the base year, and 2008 will be the current year. And 2004 price, that is the base year price, is denoted by P0. Quantity is denoted by Q0. 2008 price is denoted by P1. 2008 quantity is denoted by Q1. Then multiply P0 and Q0. The first value is 10 into 5, we'll get 50. Then 15 into 8, 120. 6 into 3, 18. 3 into 4, 12. Then do the total simultaneously. So 50, 120, 18 and 12 will get 200. Then multiply P0 and Q1. P0 and Q1 is 10 into 4, 40. 15 into 7, 105. 6 into 5, 30. 3 into 5, 15. Now do the total, 40, 105, 30 and 15. It is 190. Then P1 Q0. P1 Q0 is 5 into 12, 60. 8 into 18, 144. 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 3, 12. Do the total, P1 Q0, 60, 144, 12 and 12, it is 228. Then multiply P1 and Q1, 12 into 4, 48, 18 into 7, 126, 4 into 5, 20, 3 into 5, 15. So we need the total of P1, Q1, 48, 126, 20 and 15. The total is 209. Then last year's price index number P01L equals, the formula is sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Then substitute in this, P1 Q0 is 228 and P0 Q0 is 200. 228 divided by 200 into 100, it is 114. Then second one, Paget's price index number. So P01P is sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So P1 Q1 is 209, P0 Q1 is 190 into 100. We'll get 110, that is 209 divided by 190 into 100 is 110. And the last method is Darvish-Bowley's price index number. So P01DB equals P01L plus P01P divided by 2. So what is P01L? It is 114 and P01P is 110 divided by 2. So now add the numerator, that is 114 plus 110, you'll get 224 divided by 2 is 112. So the values are 114, 110 and 112 for Laspire, Paget's and Darvish-Bowley's index number. So here the marks are divided as 4 marks for the total of each one, that is P0 Q0, P0 Q1, P1 Q0, P1 Q1. So if you find out the totals, we'll get 4 marks. Then 1 mark for the formula of Laspire, 1 mark for the answer. So 5 plus 1, 6. Similarly for the Paget's, formula 1 mark, answer 1 mark, 7 and 8. And Darvish-Bowley, again it is the same thing, formula 1 mark, answer 1 mark. So 9 and 10. So 4 marks for the totals, 2 2 marks for each method, that is the formula and the answer. Let's calculate Marshall-Edworth and Fisher's price index number. So your items are given up to D, then price is divided as base year, current year, and quantity is divided as base year and current year. So price of base year is denoted by the symbol P0, current year price is denoted by the symbol P1, quantity of base year is denoted by the symbol Q0, and quantity of current year is denoted by the symbol Q1. Then multiply the price and the quantities. So to begin with, we'll start with P0 and Q0, which is 10 into 60, 600, 4 into 100, 400. So 5 into 70, 350. Then 6 into 60, 360. Now do the total of P0, Q0, 600, 400, 350 and 360. Will get 1710. Then multiply it, P0 and Q1. 10 into 60, 600, 4 into 90, 360, 5 into 80, 400, 6 into 40, 240. Do the total of P0, Q1. It is 1600. Then multiply it, P1 and Q0. So P1 is 12 into 60. Will get 720. Then second one, 5 into 100, 500. 6 into 70, 420. Then 6 into 60, 360. Do the total of P1, Q0, that is 720, 500, 420 and 360. The total will get 2000. Then the last combination of the price and the quantities, that is P1, Q1. So P1, Q1 is 12 into 60, 720. Then 5 into 90, 450. 6 into 80, 480. 6 into 40, 240. Do the total of 720, 450, 480 and 240. Will get 1890. Then we have to calculate Marshall-Edworth and Fisher's price index number. So what is Marshall-Edworth formula? P01ME equals sigma P1 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So now substitute with the numbers. So P1 Q0 is 2000 and P1 Q1 is 1890 divided by P0 Q0 is 1710 plus P0 Q1 is 1600 into 100. Now add this numerator, that is 2000 plus 1890 will get 3890 divided by 1710 plus 1600, which is 3310 into 100 will get 117.52. So 3890 divided by 3310 is 117.52. This is regarding the Marshall-Edworth. Then we have one more method, that is Fisher's price index number. So P01F equals square root of sigma P1 Q0. So we are using the second method of calculation for this, since we have not calculated the Laspeyres and Paget's index number. So sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100 is outside the square root sign. Now substitute for this. P1 Q0 is 2000 divided by P0 Q0 is 1710 into P1 Q1 is 1890 divided by P0 Q1 is 1600 into 100. So I'll be multiplying the numerator, multiply the denominator and then simplify it so that we won't get any point variation in the final answer. So 2000 into 1890 is 378 and 4 zeros, 37,80,000, and 1710 divided into 1600 is 27,36,000. Divide, you'll get 1.3815. Then take out the square root and at the ending we have to multiply. Remember, this into 100 is outside the square root sign. So you have to multiply it only at the last step, that is after taking out the square root. If you multiply it before itself, you'll get the wrong answer. So we'll get 1 mark for that. So when you take out the square root, we'll get 1.1754 into 100. We'll get 117.54. So here while doing it, I multiplied first the numerator, multiplied the denominator, and then I have done it. Even you can first divide, that is 2000 and 1710, 1890 and 1600. But remember, when you are dividing, after decimal you have to compulsorily take 4 points, otherwise you won't get that 117 as the answer. You'll get lots of variation. So because of that, when you are doing that method, then after decimal 4 numbers you have to take, multiply, take out the square root, at the ending multiply with 100. Next problem is regarding the two methods, that is the Dorbish-Bowley and Fisher. Calculate Dorbish-Bowley's and Fisher's price index number. So here price and quantity of base year and current year is given. So base year price is denoted by P0. Current year price is denoted by P1. Then here for base year I have written BY. So quantity of base year is denoted by Q0. Then current year quantity is Q1. Now multiply P0 and Q0. It is 10 into 2, 20, 15 into 3, 45, 20 into 4, 80. And the total of this will get 145. Total of P0 Q0 is 145. Then multiply P0 and Q1. 10 into 1, 10, 15 into 3, 45, 20 into 4, 80. Then add this 10, 45 and 80, will get 135. Then multiply P1 and Q0. 15 into 2, 30, 10 into 3, 30, 15 into 4, 60. So you have to add the 30 and 60, will get 120. Then P1 Q1, 15 into 1, it is 15, 10 into 3, 30, then 15 into 4, 60. Add P1 Q1 values, 15, 30 and 60, will get 105. Then first we have to calculate the Dorbish-Bowley's index number. So what is the formula of P01 dB? And we'll be using the second formula which I have given it. It is 1/2 into sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 plus sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So we are using this formula since we have not calculated Laspeyres and Paget's index number. So substitute now in this. So 1/2 will write as it is. So P1 Q0 is 120 and P0 Q0 is 145. So 120 divided by 145 plus sigma P1 Q1, it is 105, divided by P0 Q1, it is 135 into 100. So now first you have to divide this 120 and 145. We'll get 0.8275. Then 105 and 135 will get. So you have to divide 105 and 135. So you'll get 0.7777 into 100. So after decimal, I am taking 4 numbers for each one. Then add 0.8275 and 0.7777. So we'll get 1 by 2 into 1.6052 into 100. Multiply with 100 and then divide by 2. We are going to get the answer as 80.26. So the final answer is 80.26. Then Fisher's price index number we have to calculate. Again, even for this we are going to use the second formula since we have not calculated Laspeyres and Paget's index number. So the formula is square root of sigma P1 Q0 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. Now substitute in this. P1 Q0 is 120 divided by 145 into P1 Q1 is 105 and P0 Q1 is 135. So you can see the previous step itself and write down this point number, then multiply it. So in the previous one in Darvish-Bowley we added, here we have to just multiply it, but I'll be using the other method so that I won't get any point variation. That is, I'll multiply 120 and 105. If you're doing division, then you can write down the same number, that is 0.8275 and 0.7777. You need not calculate once again. So I'm multiplying here 120 and 105. I'll get 12,600. And then multiply 145 and 135. It is 19,575. Into 100 is outside the square root sign. Then divided 12,600 and 19,575. So when we divide, we will get square root of 0.6436 into 100. Take out the square root and then multiply with 100, we'll get 80.22. So Darvish-Bowley is 80.26 and Fisher's price index number is 80.22. Here it is for 10 marks. 4 marks is for the totals as I said in the previous problem, and 3 marks for each step, that is the Darvish-Bowley and Fisher's index number. 1 mark is for the formula, 1 mark for substitution and the simplification, 1 mark for the answer. I'll repeat, 1 mark for the formula, 1 mark for substitution and simplification, 1 mark for the answer. So 3 marks. Again the same thing for Fisher. 1 mark for the formula, 1 mark for substitution and simplification, together is 1 mark, answer is 1 marks. So if you have 2 methods, then 3 marks for each method will be given. So there simplification and substitution is compulsory. In the previous method, that is where 3 methods are given. If you have like that, there is no marks for the simplification part. So this is regarding the problems based on the 10 marks. So in the next class, we'll continue with the same topic. Here the price and quantities are given. So when price and quantity is given, how to do, we have learned it. In the next session, we'll be learning regarding when price and expenditure or value is given, how to calculate it. Thank you.